After moving from America to Portugal and living here for 6 years, these are the businesses that I would start right now in Portugal. And anyone that considers starting one of these is going to make a lot of money. Hey guys, it's Aman from Our Rich Journey, and I have been living in Portugal for the past 6 years. And I can tell you that Portugal has become one of the places that so many people are moving to and investing money into. But there are certain areas of the economy, certain businesses that are seriously being overlooked because they are so boring. But I'm the type of person that likes boring because it is the boring businesses that can make you rich. And so on today's video, I am going to share with you 8 business ideas that I would start right now in Portugal. The first business, and maybe one of my most favorite because it is so boring, would be a modern self-serve laundromat, but with a twist. Now, there are laundromats throughout Portugal, but these laundromats are dilapidated, scary, small. Most laundromats only are comprised of maybe 2 or 3 washers and 2 or 3 dryers. Most are just like hole in the wall types of places, kiosks where all you do is wash your clothes. There's nowhere to really sit in some of these places, and the seating that is provided isn't very comfortable. They're not places that you want to be. But the reality is people use laundromats often here, but they begrudgingly use these laundromats. And this is a business that I have been observing for quite some time. You see, there are laundromats in our neighborhood that always have lines. People are waiting on washers and dryers because, like I said, there's not a lot of them. And there's really nowhere for them to wait because the laundromats are so small that only 2 or 3 people can be in those laundromats at a time. So what you'll find is that people will go with all of their clothes prepared to wash, but realize someone is already using the machine. So they have to go and come back, go and come back. And because of this, these laundromats are actually missing out on potential revenue and growth. So my proposal for a modern self-serve laundromat business with a twist is a laundromat that is a place in the community that people like to go to. A place that has comfortable seating, a bright, clean, safe laundromat with contactless payments, clear instructions in Portuguese and English, fast Wi-Fi, a few workstations, maybe a coffee corner. A place that you can pull up your laptop, sit at a desk, and get work done while you do one of life's basic needs, wash your clothes. If you open this laundromat, your customers could of course be families, students, people in older buildings, tourists staying in tiny Airbnbs, seasonal workers. You see, laundry is not going out of style. If anything, it is growing, it is in high demand. And what's really cool about this idea is that in the US, you are already seeing these modern laundromats pop up. And so you could take the model that is already established in the US and you could bring it here to Portugal and be very, very successful. The next business I would start is a home maintenance and handyman subscription service. Oh my goodness. This would be a heaven sent for so many people here in Portugal. You see, Portugal has older housing, quirky plumbing, and interesting electrical setups. People are constantly in need of little fixes. And more importantly, they're in need of inspections. And so a maintenance and handyman subscription service could help them address small needs before they became big issues. Imagine having a service that came in quarterly to inspect your home and make sure everything was running smoothly throughout every season of the year. And I'll give you an example of what I mean. Right now, it's rainy season in Portugal, and so many people are experiencing humidity, mold, leaks, all of these things. This is the time when you need someone to come to your home and identify what's causing the problem. Because these are the types of things that you can only see when it's raining, when it's cold, when the environment is inflicting all of this stress on your home. You see, the problem in Portugal is that a lot of these problems are one-off and random. And when most people encounter these problems, they go through a lot of stress trying to fix them. They usually have to know a guy that knows a guy that knows someone else that might show up and might know how to fix the problem. So the business is actually very straightforward. It's a home maintenance membership. Customers pay a monthly or annual fee, and in return, they get a certain number of small jobs included. Plus, they get priority booking when something breaks. And they get routine inspections to make sure that things don't go wrong in the future. You see, this is perfect for landlords with multiple units, busy professionals, older people living alone, expats who just want someone they can message and say, please fix this. This is one of those boring businesses that could absolutely take off. So if you can build a good system and a trusted brand, the reoccurring revenue on this could be beautiful. The next business, which is a step up from the previous business I just mentioned, is a reliable construction company that actually called you back. Everyone in Portugal has a renovation horror story to share with you. No-shows, endless delays, surprise costs, or work that suddenly stops halfway through. The construction companies that are here, unfortunately, are not the most reliable and fail to follow through so many times. So the business idea here is very straightforward. Our renovation company would be one that gives you written quotes and timelines, sends weekly photo and video updates, has someone who answers WhatsApp messages and emails, and communicates clearly in Portuguese and English. Any renovation or construction company that becomes known as actually finishing the work on time, on budget, that type of company would do very well in Portugal. The next boring business that I would start in Portugal is a pressure washing business. You see, Portugal is beautiful, but those cobblestone streets and those stone patios get slippery, black, and grimy. A simple pressure washing business that cleans pool patios, driveways, house facades, roof tiles, restaurant terraces, that business will stay in business year round. And this is one of those businesses where the before and after photos will get you more business. And it's one of those businesses that is so easy to start. All you need is a pressure washing machine. And so with a little bit of training, some liability insurance, and a social media page showing your before and after, this business would take off. And it's one of those businesses that you could literally walk around and find your clients. Just walking any neighborhood in Portugal, you will see cobblestone that needs to be cleaned. You will see house facades that are in need of a good scrub. The money is literally in the street with this type of business. The next business would be a self-storage and stuff management business. With Portugal's small apartments, relocations, and inherited furniture from family homes, people who have too much stuff and nowhere to put it, this is the business to start. Now, self-storage does exist, but unfortunately, it's really in the metropolitan areas where most of the self-storage is. You rarely find it in secondary cities, in suburbs, or in rural hubs where people are renovating or downsizing. And because you're focusing on secondary cities, suburbs, and the rural areas of Portugal, finding a self-storage facility would be relatively easy. You could start with a small warehouse that you divide into units. And if you wanted to expand this business, you could add a pickup and drop-off service. You could add services to help people declutter and clear their space. There are so many different areas that you could take this type of business into. And people will pay for space and peace of mind. If you can make storage feel organized, safe, and easy, you have a real business. The next boring business to start in Portugal is a pet daycare, walking, and pet services hub. Portugal loves pets. More and more people treat their dogs and cats like family. but the pet service ecosystem is still catching up. So with this business, think reliable dog walking in city centers, dog daycare so people can work full days, in-home pet sitting when owners travel, a trusted platform or a brand with vetting, training, and insurance. And this business is all about trust. And if you can build that with people, people will happily pay you to love their pet while they are gone. And it's a business that you can start solo. And as it grows, you can hire more walkers and sitters to keep up with demand. The next business, mobile car wash and detailing. In Portugal, with street parking plus dust plus ocean air plus sun equals cars get dirty fast in Portugal. Instead of making people drive to a car wash and wait, you go to them. You go to their home, to their apartment building, to their office. You bring the cleaning to them. And you can offer basic washes, interior cleaning, premium detailing, whatever the case may be. This is also one of those businesses that you could put into a subscription service where you provide the cleaning on a routine basis. And this is one of those businesses that you can have a lot of fun with. If I was gonna do this, what I would do is I would get myself an old van, but I would fix it up, make it look exciting, maybe put a cool, colorful logo on it, make it bright and noticeable. And then I would hire staff to actually run the business. The staff, they take the van out, they go to all of their locations that people have scheduled well in advance, and they knock out all of the cleanings. Once you put in place processes, this is something that you can replicate over and over and over again, maybe throughout Lisbon, Porto, Cascais, the Algarve. Your vans could be everywhere. And the last business, and one that I don't think a lot of people have actually heard of or considered, but it is an area orientation boot camp. Now, my idea with this is that when people initially move to Portugal, they're kind of disoriented. There's so much to learn. They don't know much about the country. Everything is coming at them at once. And a lot of it can be overwhelming. From the housing to the culture, the language, where to go to a hospital, where to go to the post office, all of these things are coming at you all at once. What if there was a boot camp that you could go to when you first got to Portugal to get oriented with life in Portugal, to get your orientation of maybe living in Lisbon, in Porto, in the Algarve, or out in the countryside, what life is like there and how you go about living that life. If you went to a boot camp where you could learn all of that in a short period of time, that would be the area orientation boot camp for that particular area. An in-person orientation boot camp would help so many people transition into Portugal smoothly and with less anxiety. And I think to make these boot camps really effective, they have to be 1 or 2 days. And they have to be not just in a classroom, but out in the streets. You take people through the transportation system. You walk through neighborhoods. You show people how to actually shop, how to actually go to the hospital, the police station. You show them all of the things within that city that they may need to access at one point or another. And each boot camp could have its own target audience. For instance, you could have a boot camp for families moving to Lisbon, to retirees moving to Lisbon, digital nomads, students. These are all different groups that will have different needs when they move to Portugal. So those are the 8 businesses, the 8 boring businesses that I would start right now in Portugal. There is one more business that I'm gonna save for another video because this is a business that we are gonna start here in Portugal. And we have been thinking about this for quite some time. And so if you are interested in seeing what that next business is going to be, make sure to subscribe to this channel. And if you guys would like to see more videos like this, also let us know in the comments below. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and join the journey.